Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren Kidd. I am a business strategist for the busy mompreneur. I teach moms how to start, run, and scale their online businesses so they can be present in their kids' lives. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. New content comes out every Monday. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks for being here. Drop a comment and say hey, just so I know you're here. Guys, today we are going to talk about probably one of my favorite things to talk about because I love this. We're going to talk about the 5 reasons you need to plan your content. Now, people have been talking about this for a very long time. There's content planners out there, there's content pieces out there, there's plug and play content that's out there, all fantastic, all very usable. Why do you need to plan it though? Like, why is there this big push for content, right? Why is it something that you have to give so much thought into, right? Because content is what gets you clients. Content gives you cash. Content is what's going to draw your audience in from a very cold lead, makes them a warm lead, and then signs them on as a very hot paying customer, right? Your content is what is going to take you from, I have no idea who this strange person is, to, oh my God, I love this person and I cannot get enough of them, right? So that is exactly what your content is going to do. So why do you need to plan it out? Okay, look, you're a mompreneur, which means you're a mom, and then you're an entrepreneur, which means not only are you running this super amazing business, but you are also a super busy mom. You don't have time for everything, right? The first reason you need to plan out your content is because you are not always going to be on, right? You're not always going to be in the mindset of, yeah, I'm going to write everything out and it's going to be epic and it's going to come out and it's going to be so effortlessly and it's going to flow. There's going to be days where you've got Cheerios in your hair and you're like, I don't even know if I changed my pants today, let alone being able to write immensely helpful content or content that's going to connect your ideal client with you, right? You're not going to know if you remember to brush your teeth. Did the kids brush their teeth? Did they change their underwear, right? These are all realistic things. If you're not a mom, you don't get it. That's okay too. But you need to plan your content because you're not always going to be on. You're not always going to be in that mindset to sit down and write or to sit down and film. I cannot film my YouTube videos every single week. I just can't. There are times in my month where I'm just super productive. If you see where I'm going, you get it. There's times where I'm super productive, and then there's times where I'm just like, you know what? Nothing's happening. And that's okay. That is okay. It is okay not to be productive all the time. For those who are like, I'm on all the time, I call BS. Because you're not. You're just not on all the time. So you need to plan out your content so that you have stuff ready to go on those times where you're not on and you're just not feeling it. And you just don't have time to do it, right? Number 2, you do not want to be forgotten. Sounds pretty stupid, right? I know stupid is a bad word in our house, so I apologize for children who may be watching. But you will be forgotten. If you do not have something out there, if there are months of emptiness on your social media platforms where you are just like MIA, you are not going to be relevant. You cannot simply just pop in and out whenever you feel like it, unless you've got this massive audience who's like consuming your stuff here and there, right? They recognize you there, they see you all the time. That might work for you. If you are a big hot celebrity, sure, absolutely. You post once a year, people are going to go crazy. If you're Ed Sheeran and you only post once every 7 months, go do this. He always has an actionable, he always has a call to action. Yeah, people are going to see it because they're following you and you've got their notifications turned on and you're their idol and whatnot. However, if you are an average Joanne just running a business, average Joe, Joanne, I don't know if that worked. If you're just an average mompreneur who has, a sizable audience or even a little audience or even a semi-big audience, if you're only posting once here and there because you just feel like it, you're not going to stay relevant. You are not going to be seen as the person to go to for consistency. You're not going to stay relevant in the eyes of your social media following. So you need to have something so that you are staying consistently seen by your audience, especially those who are cold leads. If I just stopped showing up on YouTube, some people wouldn't notice, and that's okay. But those who watch every single Monday, thank you, you would notice. And then you would see, I wonder if she's even doing this anymore. Or I wonder if they're even doing, if she's still coaching or if she's still doing this or this or this. The answer would probably be no. If I just randomly stopped, the answer would probably be no. I'm not doing it anymore. But that is not the case. So you cannot always be seen, you cannot always be on, and you don't want to be forgotten. So by having content planned out, you can stay relevant. Number 3, you want to be credible, right? So consistency breeds credibility. When you show up regularly, when you show up consistently, people are going to see that you are somebody that they can trust, that you are going to be there. Let's say they want to hire you. If you're only there every once in a while, is that somebody that they really want to hire? Like if I called a plumber and they weren't open on like Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I could only get them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, would that be somebody I really want to have in my back pocket should my plumbing break on a weekend? Probably not. My chiropractor, when we first moved up here, was only open like 2 days a week. She was amazing, but it was not something that was going to work for our schedule. So that's not somebody that I'm going to keep in my back pocket, right? It's not somebody that I'm going to turn to when I need an adjustment. Same with your business. If you are a social media expert, or if you're a web designer, if you're a coach, or if you're a network marketer, if you're only sharing every so often, you're not going to stand out as that credible source of somebody who is going to consistently be there for their audience. So consistency builds credibility. So you're not always going to be on, so map out your content. You don't want to be forgotten, so map out your content. You want to be credible, map out your content. Guys, I do this, and I know that I've shared this in previous videos, but I map out all of my content because I am not a be on all the type of person. I sat down probably 2 weeks ago and mapped out all of my YouTube videos, right? Because that's what I do. I map them out for when I'm feeling, of course I have a deadline, but I'm feeling ready to record. So here are all of my content pieces that I'm going to be covering over the next 8 weeks. Ta-da! I map it out so that I know exactly what I'm doing. So when I sit down, I can just sit down, press record, I can go. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's simple, and it's time saving. And I can do it while my kid is napping. If you watched my last video, he's still asleep. It's called batching. Which leads me to tip number 4. Your business can do the heavy lifting for you. Your business can be consistently bringing clients in for you, even if you're not there. By the time you see this video, in a few weeks, I'm going to be off doing something different. Probably rearranging my kid's bedroom because he is moving into the bigger bedroom and I'm getting an office. You're going to see me in a different space in probably the next 9 weeks. But I have a life to live. I have a mom life to live. I have a family to care for. So do you, right? So you cannot always be there. So you need to have stuff ready to go so that your business can do the heavy lifting. 90% of my clients that come to me have found me through something that was out there and done and shared, and they're like, that was amazing. And I'm like, thanks. I don't remember when I did that, and that's okay. You don't have to remember every little detail of everything that you've ever done. That is the glory of your business, and that is the glory of you making the rules. Especially as a mom, you don't have time to be present all the time because you have to be present for your family. That is your priority. Right? You don't have time to be online all the time. All of these super wonderful, really young coaches who are like, oh my God, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and it's amazing. And I'm like, great for you. I was there when I was in the health and fitness world, when I was a personal trainer. I had all the time in the world to run my business. It was amazing. I could wake up in the middle of the night and run my business. I could sleep in until noon and run my business. I could go out to the beach and do my business. It was amazing. This is not a luxury I can afford anymore as a mom. And that is exactly where my clients are. They do not have the luxury of just doing it whenever, right? So it is really important that you are planning things out so that you are consistently showing up and you have your content doing the heavy lifting for you guys. If you have no idea what I'm talking about at this point, we're only 4 tips into tip number 5. Shoot me a DM and let's chat. Shoot me a DM and just say content help. Okay? My DM link is right below. My DMs are always open. Just shoot me a link. It'll be epic. It'll be great. Let's map out your content. Let's make it simple. Will I write your content for you? No, not unless you're a client. But I will help you get on the right track because I want you to succeed. You do not have all the time in the world to figure it out. So I get that. So mapping out your content, tip 5. Consistency Consistency builds a consistent flow of clients, and that's exactly what you want. You want clients to just flow easily and effortlessly into your inbox, right? Did you see what I did there? I just sent you to my inbox. I'm not even here. I'm not even here, guys. I was here a couple weeks ago recording this video, and you're seeing it, right? I'm all for full transparency. This is not a relevant thing. But these are timeless tips for running a successful mompreneur business, right? When you are sending people to you consistently, you are going to have a consistent flow of clients, right? You don't have to be there to make that happen. Send them to your email list, send them to your group, send them to your inbox. Guys, if you haven't joined hashtag Mommy's on a Mission, yes, there's a hashtag for it on Facebook. You absolutely should. We have new trainings every Tuesday at 1:30 on a brand new topic, things that aren't necessarily covered here. So there's extra content for you. Go consume it. I am live. I do answer questions live, so come join us. Again, hashtag Mommy's on a Mission, or I'll drop the link below. But be sure that you are sending your people to the places where that you are hanging out. Like I said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can stick around and you can get the content. Full transparency though. They're pre-recorded, and that's okay because you still need this information. You need this information in order to succeed because burnout is real. If you watched my last video, you learned about burnout, and I will also drop the link to that below. We don't want you to get burnt out. We want you to succeed, and we want you to succeed in a way that feels somewhat easy and effortlessly, right? So planning out your content is going to be a key component of actually managing and scaling your business and getting those consistent clients each and every month. So, number one, you can't always be on, right? You don't want to be forgotten. Tip 2, consistency builds credibility. Your business can do the heavy lifting for you, i.e., hello, pre-recorded, shoot me messages, join my group, do all these things, right? It's going to do the heavy lifting for you so that you can build that consistency. And tip number 5, that consistency is going to build a consistent flow of clients to you each and every month. Do you notice I hardly ever pitch for clients? Because I don't need to. And I want you to get to that point in your business. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thanks so much for being here. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. New content comes out every Monday, and I will see you guys next Monday right back here. Bye, guys.